Okay, we are going to be making a little clay apple or pumpkin. First thing is the teacher or whoever's here is going to take off the little piece of clay. It's about the size of a cutie orange. Okay, then you're going to go in line and you're going to get a clay mat to work on. All right, you're going to get just any squirt bottle of water. You're going to get a pointy stick, a fork, and a spoon. And then maybe one texture, or you can come back and get it later if you forget. Okay? Okay. We are going to make a little clay pumpkin or a little apple, and it's going to have a lid. So here's what we're going to do. The first thing is we're going to take and divide it into about 1/3 and 2/3. So more than half, less than half. Then out of the bigger part, I want to save off a little bit of a pinch for a stem. Okay, so now first part, I need to roll this into a ball. So you know you're going to go back and forth. Roll it up to a ball-ish shape. Don't need to be perfect. We've done pinch pots before, so you stick your thumb in. You're going to use your thumb and your two fingers to pinch. Pinch and turn, pinch and turn. You're opening up the clay pot. Easy peasy lemon breezy. Okay, so now we're going to tap it on the table. Okay, and we're going to look at if it's skinnier than your finger, you're getting too skinny and you need to stop pinching. All right, so the bottom's flat. That's ready to go. Now we're going to take the other one. Roll that up into a ball. We're making a smaller size pinch pot. This is going to be your lid. Okay, so put my thumb in there. Pinch, turn, pinch, turn, pinch, turn. Just like we did before. Don't worry about the cracks and stuff. We'll get that later. All right, flatten the top a little bit. Try to bring it out more because we want this top, hopefully, to be as big and match the bottom. So every once in a while we're going to put it on there and see how much more we need to do. So I got to stretch this one out just a little bit more. Okay, so now it kind of matches. It's pretty close. And now I need to put a lid on here. So I'm going to have this one be a little pumpkin. So I'm going to take this little extra clay and we're going to roll that into a ball. I'm going to roll it back and forth. I'm trying to make it into a little teeny tiny mini can of Coke, can of pop, something like that. So flat on the top and bottom, round in the middle. It's called cylinder. Okay, now we're going to add this, and you know from before when we add stuff you have to use a fork to score. So we rough it up. It looks terrible. And then notice my hands under here supporting it. We rough up the top. We put 1 squirt of water in here. And now we are ready to twist this on. Now if you think it's going to stay, you're going to be sad. Right now it looks like it's going to stay, but it won't. So we got to use the back of the spoon to smear it down in. This is a very important technique. We're smearing it in. It's like a seam in your clothes. We're trying to make it so you can't even see where it's attached. 1 more squirt of water, and then we're just going to smooth it around with our fingers so you can't even tell that it was attached. It looks like it's always been there, and it's naturally forming. Okay, so now we have our little stem for our little pumpkin. Okay, we're going to put our lid on. And now we want to do those lines for the pumpkin. Now if you decided it was going to be an apple, you wouldn't do the lines probably. But you maybe have a little extra and you'd add that little leaf, kind of like we did on this kindergarten 1st and 2nd grade project. You'd add a leaf instead. Okay, so since this is a pumpkin, we're going to go straight down with our lines. Put it on here. Turn it. Almost kind of looks like a acorn. So maybe you do an acorn. Whatever. Happy little acorn. Or pumpkin. Or apple. You decide. So I'm doing my lines. And with my pointy stick, I'd also maybe put some lines up the side of the stem too. I guess I could have put a leaf on there for a pumpkin or maybe a little bit of vine or something. Okay, so now I'm going to open it up very gently. There we go. So on the inside, we could add some texture. We have little texture blocks, and some just have patterns. Ooh, I like that spiral. So I could just put that in there, right in the center. We could put several in there. Now there's going to be 650 clay projects. How am I going to know it's yours? You have to turn this over, use your pointy stick, and write your name and teacher on the back. So if it's too teeny tiny, you can put your initials, but make sure someone else can read them. This is going to be an extra one for someone that is sick, so I'm just going to write extra. But it's really, really important that you put your teacher on there too. Okay, so I'm going to put that here. Now, when we fire them, they're going to be separate, so you also need your name and teacher in here. So I'm going to just write extra, but you need to put name and teacher. That is crucial. And then when you put them on the clay card inside, you need to have them separated just like this. If you don't like any of this stuff right here, you can kind of smooth it out. Put a little water on there, smooth it out. Please don't put them on the clay cart with the lid on top, okay? Because then I have to take an X-Acto knife to get it off. I don't want to wreck your project. And that's it.